To Inspired Leaders. Yay! How fun is this? A room full of people to celebrate our 8th anniversary. I am so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for being here today. What an absolute blessing that this is to just share in this community. It is incredible how far this organization has come, and we could not do it without every single one of you. So thank you so much for being here and celebrating with us. So as many of you know, we started 8 years ago. We started Inspired Leaders. Woo-hoo! And when we started, it was not too long after I had quit my very safe teaching job to start a very scary business. And I was going to the community to try and figure out, like, how do I do this? You know, I was going to a lot of networking groups. I was asking a lot of questions. I was meeting with a lot of people and just trying to get connected. And we truly, truly live in the best community to build a business and a life for yourself and your family. It is the most amazing place to be, and people are so supportive, and I'm just so grateful for that. So here we are, now able to celebrate this. And when Inspired Leaders first started, it was a lot more tactical, because quite frankly, I had no idea what I was doing in my business, and I needed other people to teach me that, and I thought maybe there were other people that needed to know that too. But then somewhere along the way, it just took on a life of its own, and our speakers started sharing their stories. And so Inspired Leaders then became about sharing about grit, perseverance, and success. So we ask our speakers to do something very unique coming up here on this stage, and not just rah-rah to motivate you, but to also, but share their shit. I want to know where you've been. I want to know those deep, dark places. I want to know how you've gotten through that and how you keep going. And so our hope here is that Inspired Leaders, that you get that same encouragement, that you know that when you're in this room, you are not alone. Other people have been through things too. They're going to help support you. They're going to help pick you up. If you need a shoulder to cry on, or somebody to cheer you on, or a connection to be made, you are going to find that here, and you are going to keep going. So it is such an honor and just completely mind-blowing to me that we are celebrating 8 years today. So thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for being a part of our Inspired Leaders community. If you can, for the next hour, silence your phones. If you need to take a call, I completely understand. Please feel free to go into the lobby and do so. But if you're able, just take this time for you, enjoy this community together, and just be present in what we're doing here today. So if you scan this QR code while your phones are out and you're silencing them, if you scan this QR code, you can find all things Inspired Leaders. So we are on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. We're actually streaming live right now on Facebook and YouTube. So if you ever can't make it and you want to watch a speaker, you can do so live on those two platforms. It'll take you to our website. You can see past speaker videos. We've got many past speakers with us today. You can go back and watch their videos. You also can apply to be a speaker. So if you or somebody that you know might be interested in speaking up on this stage, that starts with an application on our website. And then, as you know, we can't do this event without the incredible support of our sponsors. So if you are interested in becoming a sponsor, you can also find out information on there. So that QR code gets you to all things Inspired Leaders. And I know you all know how impactful it is to like and share and interact with things. So if you could do that and tag us, it would mean everything to us. Inspired Leaders is also a 501c3. We are so grateful for that. We're so grateful for that designation, and truly we could not do this without the support of our sponsors and everybody in this community. So if you feel moved by our events and you want to donate, whether it's $1 or $10 or $100, all of it means so much to us. So if you are moved to do that, please do, but please no pressure. Enjoy the event and enjoy the support that's provided by our sponsors. So we have changed the format, so today will be our last event until September. So we are celebrating season 8 of Inspired Leaders today. We're going to take June, July, and August off, but you will still hear from us on social media. We're going to be replaying our past speaker videos and sharing the commercials of the sponsors that support our event. So please still look for us on social media during those months. On that second Friday, on Inspired Leaders Day, please still interact with us. We are still going to have that, and then we will be back in September. So September 11th is our next event. So something that we have done a few times over the years is giving out a leadership award. So Inspired Leaders is an event that is completely run by volunteers, and the people that support this organization do it with such heart and such passion and such energy to just jump in and help whenever they can. And truly, truly, we would not be able to be here without them. it would be just too much. And so, we have people that really truly embody what we want here at Inspired Leaders, what we do here at Inspired Leaders, and have touched us and touched our lives and touched this organization in a really beautiful way. So this year, we would like to present our Leadership Award to our AV Tech, Corey Nichols. Come on, Corey. Corey works here at Vibrant Church. He has been such an amazing backbone for us. Yeah, I'm sorry. This man helps us with all of our tech stuff, everything we do. Darnold, you got this? Corey is amazing. He has got the hugest heart. He is so supportive of us. Every month he is prepared and ready to help us with whatever madness we have going on. And he is there for us every step of the way. We are grateful for you. We just love you so much. And we hope that you are so honored by this Leadership Award. Give Corey a hug or a high five or whatever you do. He is the best. So, as you know, we could not do this without our amazing sponsors. So if you are a sponsor, whether it's monthly or a one-time sponsor for our big event today, please come and join me up on this stage. So our sponsors are truly what allows this event to be free. It's what allows us to be in this beautiful space, what allows us to serve you lunch, have photography, have videography, have the amazing AV we have. These people are who supports that, and we could not do this without them. So we are super, super grateful for all of them. And I just realized that I don't have a mic to hand you because I'm using this, a mic. I got it. Okay, so our sponsors are incredible, and we're very grateful for them. So all of you wonderful sponsors, you're going to have 30 seconds to do a commercial and tell this amazing group who you are and what you do. There is a timer on the screen, so please follow the timer, and please come into the light when you speak so we can see your beautiful faces. And these are our sponsors.
Go, right? I'm keeping you healthy from the inside out. Woo!
Hey guys, I'm Rankin Peters with Rankin Peters Music. Live music makes your event. It doesn't matter if it's small, large, whatever, from a duo, a single, all the way up to any large, giant extravaganza. Let me know. I could help put it together for you. Rankin with Rankin Peters Music.
Hi, everybody. Dawn Candy with I Promote You. I'm your strategic marketing consultant, but I'm also the executive director for Hands of Justice, and that's where my heart is. So we serve survivors of human trafficking. If you want to get involved and you want to support a survivor, or you want to prevent this from happening to you, your neighbor, or someone that you know and love, please come and see me, Dawn Candy, Hands of Justice.
Howdy, Nikki Hankins, No Dumb Blonde Accounting. If your business finances are a mess, then you can't make good financial decisions. You can't pivot if you need to when COVID hits you in the face. You can't make any of those confident decisions that need to be made as a business owner. My specialty is coming in and cleaning up the mess. The messier, the better. So if you know anybody, any clients, or yourself that may have messy books, have them give me a call. I am No Dumb Blonde.
Hey guys, Sean Barnes with Wolf Executives. A year and a half ago, I stood on this very stage and shared my shit. It was a turning point for me in my life as a speaker in my business, but really what it changed was allowing me to let go of all of the things that had been weighing me down. If you need help with scaling your business, happy to help you there. But the only reason I'm here right now is to thank Andy and Elizabeth for doing this for all of you.
Hi, I'm Amanda Baum. I'm with Superior Renovations and Construction. We're your one-stop shop for all your general and commercial construction needs. I want to talk today about, we have a $12,000 bathroom package. We can get it done in 10 days. It'll add value to your home, and it won't be a prolonged project. Again, Amanda Baum, Superior Renovations and Construction.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amber Wilkie. I am co-owner of Champagne and Confetti Events, all thing events. We do everything from wedding planning, galas, corporate events, holiday parties. So for all your event needs, contact us at Champagne and Confetti Events.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Melanie Davis with Better Bookkeepers, and this is our amazing intern, Danny. This is your first networking event. So she did awesome. We're here, we're with Better Bookkeepers, and we help businesses with those day-to-day accounting needs. Nikki is amazing at getting those special projects all cleaned up, and we love to help that day to day with your weekly AP, maybe AR, just helping you understand your QuickBooks accounting. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Larry Nail. I'm work with a private equity company. I'm a partner, and we focus on healthcare services. That's my day job, but my real passion is my children's home in Uganda. We've rescued 54 orphans, and we've got all sponsored except for about 15. These are kids with no mother, no father. Many were near death when we rescued them, so it's an amazing thing. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan Tefelsky. My wife and I own Social Indoor here in North Houston. Our goal is to build local brands in our community. We do this through some unique strategic partnerships with bars, restaurants, event centers, basically any place where local families are going out, spending a significant amount of time and going to the bathroom. So we are looking to build out the Woodlands and Tomball. If anybody has any owners of restaurants that they could refer us to, that would be great. Ryan Tefelsky with Social Indoor.
Hey, everybody, you know what time it is? Shine time, that's right. Mike Mogel, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning and Trinity Steam Cleaning. Hey, raise your hand who has pets. All right, we love our pets. Who has kids? All right, we love our kids, but they're messy. Okay, so you need some good steam cleaning. 220 degrees kills bacteria, germs, and virus. That's what we do. Make it healthier for you to live in your home or your office. Clean Sweep, Trinity Steam Cleaning, making it shine. One office, one home at a time.
Hi, I'm Mike Navolio with the Clean Water Climb. I'm founder and president of 2011. We started it, and why don't you go on an adventure with a higher purpose to East Africa with us? See Adonai's amazing African animals to get acclimated and get over jet lag, climb the highest mountain in Africa for even a higher purpose to bring clean water, living water to the people of Malawi. You'll never know your true potential unless you leave your, okay, a few of you have heard this, comfort zone. Thank you very much.
Hi, friends. I am Marianne Adams with the Net Level Up Networking. We are a local community of entrepreneurs here in, so far right now we're local. We're looking to go further than local. But we stand on the core values of building, growing, and serving. We operate with integrity, professionalism, and commitment. We are big in giving back to our community. And actually, we have several of y'all in here with us today. So right now, we currently have 15 going on 16 teams, and would love to see y'all come and visit us.
Howdy, fam. I'm Robert, the owner of Greenlight Movers, and we can talk about what we do that's great and all that, but really what it comes down to is I just care about my customers' well-being, them being taken care of. A lot of movers just care about the money at the end of the day. I just care about my customers being happy. If you're happy to pay. So we just want to make sure our customers are well taken care of in any service that we do. On the other side, too, I'm one of the co-founders of the Net. I'm in charge of growth, so definitely feel free to come visit the Net. Inspire Leaders runs hand in hand with what the Net's all about. We're all about giving back to the community and being around amazing people. But again, I'm Robert, Greenlight Movers, the Net. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick Plunk with Plunk Productions. I'm a videographer, producer, editor. I get to do all the fun video-related things. I work in tandem with your marketing team. I don't do the marketing, but I help them get good quality content that's not stock footage of someone else in your business. Keep using your phones. Use your phones. You need the shot-on-the-spot stuff for your business. But if you ever need the professionally produced, I would love to help you out. Nick Plunk, Plunk Productions.
Inspired Leaders, great to see everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to May. 8 years, can you believe it, right? My name is Lance Kelly. I'm here with the Business Solutions Group. We're your one-stop for all of your individual and group healthcare insurance needs, right? Whatever the business needs to protect its greatest asset, its people, we have a solution for you. Medicare, HSA, whatever. I want to use the rest of my time to thank you for joining us, right? Inspired Leaders, right? You could spend your time anywhere. You choose to spend it with us. We appreciate that, right? We will continue to press the bar to make ourselves worthy of your time. Lance Kelly, Business Solutions Group. Thanks, y'all.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's give a round of applause for Andy and Elizabeth at their 8th anniversary. Congratulations. So my name is Darnold Kimball Jr. I run Darnold Jr. Productions. Today we are offering complimentary headshots, a $225 value in the lobby. So if you want your headshot done, see me afterwards. Congratulations and happy anniversary again.
Give a big round of applause, please, to all of our incredible sponsors. We are so grateful for them. We truly, truly could not do what we do here without them, and we are very, very grateful. So give them all a huge hug, give them a round of applause, get to know them. They are truly, truly the salt of the earth. They're the best in our community, and we just love them. So even if you can't use them for your business, please just get to know them in general. They would love to help you however they can. All right, so we are going to start honoring our past speakers. We would not be here for 8 years without these people willing to raise their hand month after month and say, I will stand on your stage and share my shit with a room full of strangers. That sounds fantastic, right? And these people are not only willing to do that, but willing to really dig deep, really willing to really get to what it is that has made them who they are and how they live their life. And we are so incredibly grateful for all of them. So we are going to spend the next few minutes honoring these past speakers because we could not be here without them. So as I call people up on stage, I just ask that you please give them all a huge, huge round of applause. And Lance or David, I need that final list. David. Somebody grab David. David, I need that list. Thank you. You're doing a fantastic job. All right, so we are going to honor our past speakers here. So please help me welcome Steve Scott. Please help me welcome Philip Wilkerson. Please help me welcome Eddie Skinner. You're next. Please help me welcome Missy Herndon. Please help me welcome Terry Weaver. Please help me welcome Robert Bodwin. Please help me welcome Dave Stambridge. Please help me welcome Larry Nail. Please help me welcome Monique Carlisle. Please help me welcome Dawn Candy. Please help me welcome Stacy Harris. Please help me welcome Elaine Roberts. Please help me welcome Barry Blanton. Please help me welcome Willie Diefenbach-Jones. Please help me welcome Saeed Zafar. Please help me welcome Lori Gasca. Please help me welcome Chris Wenstrom. Please help me welcome Sean Barnes. Please help me I'm sorry, words are really difficult for me today. Please help me welcome Lindsay. All right, so these are all of our past speakers over the last years. I'm sorry. Please help me welcome David McGuffin. Can do a little dance. Sorry about that, David. I love you dearly. It's because you didn't hand me the clipboard on time. So, all right. So now if we could get the last speakers from this last year to come up. So these people are our 8th season speakers, and we are so grateful for them. So we're going to call each of you up, starting with Chris Gieri. Come on up, Chris. gonna take a picture real quick.
Thanks.
All right. Please help me welcome Chris Fahey. Take his time. Awesome. Thank you. Please help me welcome Kevin Goodnight. Hey. Please help me welcome, this is why that was off, Lindsay Fletcher. Oh my goodness. I'm so confused right now. We planned that. That was how it was supposed to be the whole time. I'm like, this is not correct. That's why I'm looking at you like, what's going on? Please help me welcome Deb Myers. Oh, I'm sorry. Saparpat's not here today. Excuse me. Woohoo!
I get a Greever sandwich?
Yeah, you got a Greever sandwich. Was that good?
Love it, yes.
Please help me welcome Eulander Taylor. I'm sorry. Oh. Please help me welcome Dr. Jamie Marshall. You know.
Thanks, guys.
Please help me welcome Deidrea Kiesling. I like green. Awesome. Please help me welcome Angela Aja. And last but certainly not least, please help me welcome Alex Gardner. All right, so if everybody could get together, we're gonna take one big speaker photo. So we need to get together, do the sorority pose. Alex is gonna squat for us. It's gonna be great.
Oh, you're not getting.
Here, I'll go forward. I'm sorority. Scooch in a little bit more. Oh, did we get it, Darnold? Oh, you're right. I got it. Sorry. Awesome. Thank you guys all so much. Please give our speakers a huge, huge round of applause. We are so grateful for all of you. Thank you for sharing your stories with us. Thank you for sharing your shit with us. Please give our speakers big hugs when you're done. They are wonderful, wonderful people, and we are so, so grateful for all of them. So help us celebrate them today because we would not be here without them. Let's give them another round of applause.
If you haven't been with us since 2018 or 2020 or whatever, we started 8 years ago in May, about 12 people around a conference table, and we had no idea at the time. No one could have envisioned what it is like today. We pushed through COVID, we've pushed through hurricanes, we've pushed through deaths in the family, ice storms, everything in between, and we always wanted to continue to push and have this event. And because all of you keep showing up, you're the ones that breathe life into this event. You're the reason why we keep going, because you guys are inspired leaders. So thank you so much. So the reason that we put this event on is to have the biggest impact possible that we can have in our community through business, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. And so we like to take this time every year just to reaffirm with you all what our mission and our vision is, because we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We always want to make sure, are we hitting on this mission? Are we hitting on this vision? Because it's your job to help keep us accountable. We have a leadership team, we have a board of directors that help do that, but also we show up here for you. And so I like to take this time to highlight the people that help put this event on. They do the jobs every month, behind the scenes. They don't get recognition always up here on the stage. They're not the speakers that stand up here, but they help make this event possible. So if you're on our leadership team, Alan Cunningham, Lance Kelly, Melanie Davis, Randy Lovelace, David McGuffin, Julie Peters, Rankin Peters, and Mike Miguel, if you all would please stand up. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you all so much. Elizabeth and I would be lost without these people. This event wouldn't happen. The place would catch on fire every month if it weren't for these people. They're the ones that help keep us on the rails. I do also want to point out Julie Peters and Lance Kelly are also our board of directors. They are like the responsible parents of this organization. Elizabeth and I would never show up on time. We would never have a speaker. We wouldn't have any money. Nothing would run correctly if it wasn't for Julie and Lance making sure that we're keeping this on the rails. So please join me in giving Julie and Lance a round of applause. So one of the unexpected things that Elizabeth and I get to do as part of this event is we work with the speakers. Some speakers need and want a lot of assistance, a lot of our help, a lot of our guidance. And some speakers, from day one, they are just ready to go and they're ready to get up on the stage. And every talk that comes up, every speaker that comes up on the stage, they basically give a one-of-one talk. They haven't done this speech before. They've maybe done a version of the speech before, but they haven't done this exact speech. And I'm so proud of my wife for the work that she has put in to this speech. I'm so happy that I've gotten to see some of the behind the scenes of what you are now going to get to experience and the story that she's going to be able to share with you all today. So please welcome my wife, Elizabeth Greever.
Y'all sure do know how to make a girl feel loved. That is for sure. It means so much to me to be able to stand up here. When we started doing this, and Andy and I started doing the keynote on the anniversary, I was like, we ask a lot of people to open up their hearts and their minds and their stories and their lives and share it with all of you. And so we can't be leaders and ask them to do that if we're not willing to do the same. So here we go. Perhaps you remember 2 years ago today, I stood right here on this stage and I described to you that I felt like bombs were being dropped on my life. For me, those bombs were the worst, scariest year in our business, and negative pregnancy tests, month after month. I felt like all the goals that I had set for myself were being blown up right in front of my eyes. And in that talk, I shared with you about this beautiful church in Germany and the bombs that had been dropped on it. And yet, those bombs did not blow up. And that church is still standing today. And I am still standing today. So even though it felt like these bombs were being dropped on me, they didn't blow up. But what they did do was send me on a journey of health and healing myself and my business. Since that talk, I have made changes in my life that I never would have allowed myself of before. Few examples of that. If I was tired on a Tuesday afternoon, I would take a nap. Or if I put a networking event on my calendar, I made sure that that event fit the people that were most impactful for my business. I, of all people, became the bookkeeper for Everson Cooper. And with our business, I started proactively reaching out to our tenants to see if they needed anything at their house rather than waiting for them to tell me if there was a problem. And at first, all of this felt really stressful. I would lay down for a nap, but then my phone would ring and I would answer it. My fear told me that I couldn't let it go to voicemail. Or I would decline a networking event, but then I would have this this horrible scenario in my mind of my business tanking. And it was like that white space on my calendar was the boogeyman coming to get me. Doing our books takes a completely separate side of my brain than my normal day-to-day business. So I had to start carving out time and carving out days just to work on that so that I could stay focused. And reaching out to our tenants, I always felt this weird fear and anticipation of what they were gonna tell me was wrong with the house. It felt way safer to just not know. But slowly but surely, these changes became habits. And I am not perfect, not every day, not every week. Things happen. But I always know what I'm coming back to. I always know what is important to me. Rest, how to handle stress better, and slow and intentional business practices. But with all of these changes that I was making, there was still something I was holding on to: the outcome. And not just the outcome, but wanting to make sure I could control the exact steps to get to that outcome. I was still holding on to these huge goals and dreams, and I had these expectations for exactly how I was gonna get them. Ridiculous goals, like I'm gonna buy every house, or I'm gonna do every deal that crosses my desk. And while I'm at it, I would like to get pregnant and, lose some weight, right? Like, let's just do it all at the same time. And for years, I truly was going after all of these things, but they were running my life. So while I was slower and more intentional, my body was still feeling the anxiety and the stress from the lack that I was feeling from not achieving these goals. I was feeling like a complete failure not achieving these goals. And I was also feeling very unworthy because I was not getting my desired outcome. And this all came to a head for me at what ended up being one of the most impactful, pivotal moments of my life. Last September, Andy and I were on a family vacation with my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law in Lake George, New York. It is one of my most favorite places to go. We grew up there, going there every summer as children. My grandmother had a cottage there, and we loved spending our summers on this beautiful, peaceful lake. So on this vacation, we filled our days doing all of our favorite nostalgic activities. So on our last night there of this nearly perfect vacation, we were sitting at the corner table in our favorite restaurant, looking out over the lake and enjoying our final family meal together. And it was at this dinner that my brother and his wife very excitedly announced they are pregnant. I can remember seeing my parents' faces light up with happiness, with excitement, with pride. And believe me when I tell you that my heart was bursting with joy for them. I was so happy and excited. Now, this is gonna sound shitty, but as dinner went on, my heart sank into my stomach. And I could feel this weight of sadness just filling me. Because come on, I had been doing all of this stuff to get pregnant. I changed my diet, I changed my sleep, I changed how I was working out. I went to countless doctor's appointments and have done innumerable tests over the years. But I felt like because I was still getting that same outcome, none of that was good enough. And all I felt was disappointment and devastation. I felt like these lack of desired outcomes were running my life and defining me every single day. So I gritted my way through dinner to continue my external happiness for my brother, his wife, and my parents. But inside, it just felt like I was falling down into this hopeless abyss. Back at the hotel, for the 1,000th time, I was crying into Andy's chest and just feeling complete disappointment and defeat. Honestly, I just wanted to give up. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was done. The story that I had always told myself, that I am not good enough, was ringing loud and clear in my mind. And not only was I good enough, but this different lifestyle that I was like going after wasn't good enough either. So I thought, you know what? Let's just be done. It was a couple of weeks later when I started thinking about this talk that I'm giving to you today. So I opened a Google sheet and titled it 2026 IL Talk, and I thought that it would just be the place where I would brainstorm the things and the challenges that I've navigated that would hopefully come together and be the talk that it is today. But recently, here is the first and only entry that I wrote. I have been crawling and clawing through this sticky, cloudy, heavy mush of fear for so long. I felt like I could just get sucked back in at any time. I couldn't see straight. Nothing seemed right to me, and I had no idea how to move forward. And as my coach, Angela Aja, said to me, fear is eating your lunch. Man, was that true. One thing that I can say positively about myself is that when things aren't going right, I always try and figure out what needs to be tweaked, changed, etc. What do I need to keep doing? What do I need to do differently? And I'm willing to reflect on that. And I knew at this point, this low place for me, it became the catalyst to really dig in and get to the root of my issues. And in this process, it brought me back to 10-year-old Elizabeth. When I was in 6th grade, I remember somebody other than my mom picking my brother and I up from school. I couldn't tell you who it was. I just know that it wasn't her. And when we got home that day, my mom opened the door with this absolute look of devastation on her face. And I don't remember the details of the conversation, but I remember she said to me, your papi has pancreatic cancer, and they're giving him 6 months to live. I left that conversation, went into the kitchen, knelt next to the pantry, because apparently this is where you pray, and I just prayed to God, God, Papi is supposed to teach me how to drive. Who is going to teach me how to drive? Please save my Papi. Please heal him from this cancer. Please, God, please. 6 months later, I remember sitting in the lobby at a hospital late at night, looking out the window, and I happened to be able to see across the way to my grandfather's room, when all of a sudden, all 4 siblings and my grandmother were all there surrounding his bed. And at that point, I knew he was gone. I had never felt more sad or disappointed, and now scared of death in my life. My papi was late 60s when he passed away. He still had so much life ahead of him. And I felt like all of that was just ripped away. When my grandmother came to visit that Christmas, I remember trying to do anything that I could to make her happy, to make my mom happy, and to just keep us all going forward. My parents had just installed this linoleum flooring, and I remember it distinctly. It had this like rose-colored edges and little blue flowers in the corners. It was hideous, y'all. But at the time, I was like, Nanny, look at these beautiful new floors. I was trying to evoke some emotion out of her and some excitement. I don't remember exactly what her response was, but I remember that it included the words, I'm gonna die soon anyways. And I remember being so jarred by that statement. My grandfather had just passed away, and now my grandmother is talking about passing away as well. A couple of months later, our family received a huge blessing. My very favorite aunt had my cousin, Natalie, the most wonderful little girl that I had ever seen. This was such joyous news for us and just a really happy relief for our family. Well, that summer, we got news that my favorite Aunt Rachel had stomach cancer. Cancer that I remember hearing and likely understanding grew and progressed because of the pregnancy. But hope prevailed. We were told that she would walk my cousin into kindergarten. She would make it. And I remember writing her and my uncle a letter about how much faith I had that she was going to survive. I think I drew a picture on that letter as well. I couldn't say. But I remember believing. I remember having that faith. A year later, we were back in New York for our summer vacation, and I was at my grandmother's house rocking my favorite little cousin to sleep. She was really, really hard to put down, but I loved taking care of her. And when I finally got her asleep enough that I could lay her down in her crib, I laid her down and I went downstairs. And my dad called me over to him and said, "Hey, come sit on my lap." So I did. Good daddy's girl was gonna go sit on her dad's lap. And he said to me, "Your Aunt Rachel has passed away." All I remember after that is running up the stairs and kneeling next to my cousin's crib and just crying to her, "I am sorry. I am so, so sorry." My Aunt Rachel was a new mom. She had a young baby, and she had this whole life in front of her. And once again, all of that just got ripped away. So now, here I am. Before even hitting my teenage years, I had just lost my poppy at a young age, and now my Aunt Rachel passed away in her late 20s. My biggest fear of death was consuming me. I didn't know it at the time. I actually don't know when I decided this, but somewhere, somehow, 12-year-old Elizabeth decided that pregnancy equaled death. This belief ran in the background of my mind. It wasn't something that I actively thought about or worried about, or even something that I knew that I had decided. It was this invisible influence over my thoughts, my beliefs, and my actions, and it was completely feeding my fears. But it came to the forefront of my mind when I really got to the root of my issues. And this fear that was consuming me was causing me to miss out on my life. It was holding me back from what I have truly wanted. And because everything around pregnancy scared me, not just because of these 2 back-to-back tragic losses, and that second one really searing this fear into my mind, but also because of things that I was experiencing in my own body. In 2017, I had surgery to remove uterine fibroids. When we first found them, we thought that they were minimal, but then as the months went on, my symptoms became quite concerning, and we scheduled a surgery. But we ended up having complications. So much so that this simple robotic surgery that was supposed to be non-invasive didn't work. While I was under, the surgeon had to visit Andy in the waiting room and ask him, "Do I cut her open like a C-section and take out what I can, or should I just close and do nothing?" I will forever be grateful for the brave decision that Andy made for me that day. But all the fibroids did for me was make me more afraid of pregnancy and make me afraid of my own body. And since we have been trying for so long to have children, a myriad of medical interventions have been offered to me. All of them cause me fear, and all of them I resist. For example, you need to have another surgery because the fibroids that have come back could be standing in the way of implantation. Or, hey, why don't we do IVF? But again, in the back of my mind, I remember believing that my aunt's hormones were what caused the cancer to grow for her, so I certainly didn't want extras in my body. But at the end of a coaching session with Angela, I realized that maybe surgery is how I let go. So instead of trying to get rid of my fibroids naturally, maybe surgery is the way. So I surrendered. It was time to let go of my fear of having another surgery. It was time to let go of my desire to get pregnant, but the exact perfect steps that I'm going to take to get there. And it was definitely time to let go of the fear of the equation that 12-year-old Elizabeth created in my mind. So after this coaching session, I went back to the doctor, fully prepared for surgery to be suggested and scheduled. But here is the amazing thing about letting go. I was shocked to hear that surgery was not the only way to get rid of my fibroids. I had several other options, including a medication and some naturopathic treatments that I could try. So Andy and I just laughed about not needing this surgery. I mean, come on, how ironic is it that the one thing that I've been really avoiding, when I finally surrendered to it and said, okay, fine, I'll do this, then the doctor's like, oh, actually, we got another way. I'm like, oh, that's great, wonderful. But also, what letting go of that did was allowed me to be guided. I'm finally being guided. And that guidance has brought me to two of the most incredible holistic professionals that are helping me restore my fertility in a way that resonates with my soul. No surgery, no medication, just truly healing my body. And for so long, I have been carrying with me this fear of death, this fear of cancer, this fear of pregnancy. And this fear was causing me to miss out on my life. But I have to always know and come back to the fact that bombs are always going to get dropped on our lives. But that does not mean that they have to blow up. Now, don't get me wrong. I still have outcomes that I desire and timelines in which I hope that they happen. And today, this talk is a perfect example of that. You see, I had a really specific desired outcome for this talk. I have dreamed of standing on this stage and being able to tell all of you that I am pregnant. And I wanted it so badly. But as I stand here today, I'm not able to do that. And yet I deeply believe that letting go and allowing ourselves to be guided truly brings forth what's best for us. So when I tell you all of this about letting go, I have a very specific thing that I do. Because letting go is a very common thing to say, but it's cool, how do I actually do that? Well, here is how I do that. Since September, I have been listening to daily meditations. And through those meditations, I've actually learned a visual practice of letting go. Here's how I do that. I envision the problem, the situation, the people, the conversations, the concerns in my mind. And I imagine standing at an open door with an open golden box in front of me. And I put all of my worries, my fears, my anxieties, the people, everything into that box. And I send it on its way. And then I pray for favor. I pray for safety. I pray for everybody involved. And I pray for the highest good for all. And then come back to the present. Now, some situations mean I have to do this over and over and over and over again. Okay? But seriously, that physical relief that it provides me is astounding. And I use this for everything, from arguments to Andy to business concerns to everything involving my health. And by giving these things over and having this visual practice to do so, it allows me to, one, physically do something with that stress, that worry, that anxiety, that fear that I'm feeling so strongly in my body. And then because I have done something with it and sent it on, let God take care of it. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can now focus on the life that I'm living, the actions that I'm taking, the things that I'm doing that are going to provide for a sound body, mind, business, life. And it has helped me redefine what success looks like. Before, success looked like grinding and hustling. But now, Success looks like intentionally living. Because I can't control the outcome, but I am in control of the next step I take and the next thing I focus on. Do I get stressed out and have meltdowns and freak out? 100%. You can ask Andy or Angela or Kelly or Jess or Lizzie, all in this room, they will all happily tell you. But do I always come back to putting these worries, these concerns, these anxiety, these fears back into my golden box and sending it out under prayer? Absolutely. So I stand here today to tell you that I am not defined by my outcomes. Not by a deal, not by a number on a scale, not by a timeline, and not by a pregnancy test. And neither are you. Because somewhere along the way, we have learned that if it doesn't happen fast enough or big enough or exactly how we planned, then somehow we have failed. But that is a lie. And I didn't understand that until one moment broke me open, sitting at that table, watching my family celebrate something that I wanted so badly. Smiling on the outside, while on the inside, I was falling apart again and feeling unworthy again. So I made a decision. It's not that I'm going to stop wanting the things that I want. It's not that I'm going to stop dreaming. It's that I'm going to stop putting my life on hold, waiting for this outcome. I am going to stop being defined by the outcome. So today, no, I don't get to stand here and tell you all that I am pregnant. And I'm not going to pretend that that does not hurt deeply. But what I can tell you is for the first time in my life, I am not waiting to live. I am not waiting to feel worthy. I am not waiting to feel whole. I am living now, fully, presently, and with more peace than I have ever known. So I will leave you with this. If the one thing that you wanted most never came, would you still choose your life? Would you still show up? Would you still feel worthy? Would you still allow yourself joy? Because that is where your freedom is. So let go. Let go of the timeline, let go of the grip, let go of the belief that your life hasn't started yet. Because it has, and it is happening right now. And you don't need one more outcome to be worthy of it. Thank you.
When you see the work that someone has put into not just a talk, to their life, to their mission, to their journey, it just fills you up. It fills you up so much with happiness, with just words that you can't even describe. So thank you for sharing your story, Elizabeth. Absolutely.
God, I thank you for Elizabeth and for Andy and for how they've invested their lives into all of us for 8 years. And God, I thank you for the transparency that Elizabeth just poured her heart out and her soul out to us. God, you just kept prompting my heart that we needed to, as a group, join in praying for her and praying for Andy. God, I pray that she would know deep down to the bone how special and unique and God, just how impactful her life has been and will be in the future. God, you said if 2 or 3 of us agree on something, that you'd be in our midst, you'd answer our prayers. And so, God, we pray your anointing over Andy and Elizabeth. And God, if it be your will to bless them with a kid, God, I pray you to open the doors up and you'd make them, they'd be such fantastic, fantastic parents. God, we trust you. God, sometimes you say no, sometimes you say not now, and sometimes you say yes. And so, God, I know there's a couple hundred people in here that know them, that love them. And God, you did it all through the Bible, where you gave kids to people after long waits. And so, God, we just ask, if it be your will, that you would bless them. And God, whatever you decide, I pray that Elizabeth would know, God, what she's already learning, but know even deeper. God, she is your kid. She's unique. She's special. She's a blessing. And God, all those past hurts of aunts and grandpas, God, have brought her to this point of being able to impact all of us. And God, we trust you. Those painful moments you use in such mighty ways to impact other people. And so we thank you again for her. Thank you for her heart. Thank you for inspired leaders. Thank you for the group of leaders that have faithfully served for 8 years. God, I pray you'd bless all of them. And we pray these things in Christ's name. Amen.
Love you.
Oh, thank you so much. When you think you're going to walk on stage and say some wonderful things, but then Eddie says he wants to say a prayer, you let go of the outcome. One more time, I do want to thank all of our past speakers. As I mentioned before, the stories that they share up here on the stage is a one-of-one. The work that they put in here, the special stories that they have shared, they have done it specifically for inspired leaders. So please join me for our past speakers. Give them one more round of applause. So as we've talked about, today is our final event until September. So for the first time in 8 years, we're actually taking some time off. We're very nervous about that. Yes, we were talking a lot about letting go of the outcomes. But the second Friday of June, the second Friday of July, the second Friday of August, we are still featuring our past speakers. We're still featuring our sponsors. It's still Inspired Leaders Day. It's just going to be done virtually. We're not going to have a live speaker. So please, go like and follow our sponsors, our past speakers. Please, share your support for them, because they breathe life into Inspired Leaders. You all breathe life into Inspired Leaders. So our next speaker in September, it'll be September 11th, is Xochitl. Did I say that right? Xochitl Rodriguez. She's going to have a fantastic talk. And so please join us next Inspire Leaders on September 11th. Thank you all so much for being here.